Hello, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please. This is my Tuesday night live stream. How are you doing? I'm not going to lie. I am running a little bit behind. I usually write down a rundown of what I want to go over, and I was right in the middle of that when 7:30 came around. So I'm gonna finish that right now. No, I won't. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's still safe and doing well. We are here at the More Sunshine Please homestead, and happy to be on right now, waiting for people to join us. I know Patrick doing his show, so and because I was a bit behind, I didn't schedule this until about 11 minutes ago, so there wasn't that in 30 minutes. More sunshine, please, whatever that is. So that's on me. That's on me. Let's see who is here, though. I think I saw Noah was here first. Noah is today's champion. Thank you so much for being here, Noah. Rally Creative Travel, it's Blaine. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Pepper Tree Villa Seasons, greetings to you as well. Disney Nerd Herders, thank you so much for being here. I will be on the live place tonight with Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders on the Fifth Gate series. That's exciting. And I'm not ready for that show either. Eric Newman, welcome to the show. Mar in Memphis, good to see you. Russ Stapleton is here. Always good to see you, Russ. Thank you so much. Amy, AJC Magic TV, thank you so much for tuning in. Captain Akron 27, always a pleasure to see you here. Thank you so much, everybody. Finn O'Sullivan, welcome. Everybody, there's not a lot. Well, I guess there is some Disney news to talk about a bit. Disney Springs opening back up limitedly, if that's a word, tomorrow. I'm not going, but I know some people that are. I know Diz Our Dream, Jeff and Angelo are going. From what I understand, they're not going to go live, but they will vlog it. I'm not ready to go back yet, so I'll continue to wait. But then I said limitedly because only the non-Disney stores that are in Disney Springs are opening up. And then next week, all of Disney Springs will open up, I guess. I guess that's how they're doing it. So we'll see. We'll see all about that. Another thing, too, I've got a desk in front of me, as I always do. But you may notice things are a bit shakier than normal. And it's a good thing we have a small crowd right now. Because I'm going to try not to bump my desk. I just tap it a little bit, and it's an earthquake, or so it looks like. Orlando Mike, welcome to the show. Good to see you. What's going on? I was going through my videos recently, and I've done this before a few weeks ago. There goes the camera again. I'm going to back away and do this. James Ryan, welcome. And Walt is also here. Mouse Talk. Thank you so much for being here. I was going through my videos, and I came across, and I forgot all about these videos that my son and I made. And this is where we went searching. We made a series of videos where we were searching for penny press machines. And I got such a kick out of doing these, enjoyed it so much. And this is the one from Tomorrowland. So I'm just going to let that play. We went through Tomorrowland looking for every penny press machine. Now, I wasn't a huge penny press collector until we started doing these videos. And now I have them all from the Magic Kingdom, or I did from 2 years ago. And they're always changing. Let me go full screen here. So what we did in the series is we went around trying to find every penny press machine there was, and then we chose a penny from each machine, and we and we got that. So, and I have all these pennies still. So that was the first one we found, and it was over by kind of by between Buzz Lightyear and the Peoplemover line. Now, Jonathan Chong, welcome. Tina McNeil, thank you so much for being here and for all your support. If I remember correctly, I had a list of all of the penny press machines in Tomorrowland, but I didn't know exactly where they were. So, for example, the one over by Tomorrowland Speedway, I knew there was one over there, but I didn't know exactly where it was. I even asked the cast members that were stationed there, and they didn't quite know where it was either. But here it was over to the, if you're facing the Speedway, it was over to the right side. So, yeah, there's that. What else is going on? I did not go to City Walk when that Universal. I did not go to that opening, and I saw that Walt and Melissa did, and they met up with Jeff and Angela. I hope they had a great time. Shop Disney, I guess, had another problem. They released some mini ears, a special edition mini ears, and when they do that, I guess, and they get this high traffic, the site can't handle it. So I guess what I read was the big problem was all these eBay sellers can get these mini ears and then resell them on eBay, and then while people have these mini ears in their cart, and they get the short end of the stick. They're not able to purchase the mini ears that they want, but these eBay resellers can do it, and that's a whole problem. And I guess this has happened multiple times. Now, I'm not into getting limited edition mini ears, but this is not the first time this has happened. I guess it happens every time they do a release like this. So shopdisney.com has a problem that I hope they iron out. Dean, welcome to the show. I will be mentioning the Fifth Gate in a little bit. Chris is also here. Welcome. Thank you so much. So what I'm doing right now, if you're just joining us, replaying a video I did with my son a few years ago where we were looking for all the penny press machines in Tomorrowland. And we did a series of videos like this where we went to every land in the Magic Kingdom and found all the penny press machines. I think for one video, or maybe more than one, we doubled up the lands because it didn't make for a very complete video if we just did Main Street, for example. Piglet Roo, welcome to the show. Cynthia is also here. Thanks, everybody. Kay Atwood, good to see you as well. DNG Explorers also here. Thanks, guys. Oh, while they're here, actually, that reminds me. I'm going to start a new series of live streams. Now, those of you that know me know I've recently hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Thank you very much. But I am woefully short of watch hours. So I've been going live in the afternoons whenever I can. For example, I'm planning on going live Thursday in the afternoon, tentatively, if I can. I've got to balance that with work and whatever. So last week, I did a top 15 list on my Tuesday night live stream, and it was my top 15 things Disney movies I haven't seen yet that hopefully I can see on Disney Plus. Well, since then, I actually watched 2 of those movies that night. Was that last week? I can't even remember. Anyway, so on my list was The Rocketeer, and then I watched that later that night. And then another one was, oh man, what was the other one? Oh, my video's wrapping up as I cannot remember. what I watched. It was animated. Was it not? Gregory, if you're in the chat, what did I watch on Tuesday? It was The Rocketeer. Oh, Sleeping Beauty. Thank you, Gregory. Sleeping Beauty I also saw and enjoyed that very much. The Rocketeer, a little dated. Wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. But Gregory contacted me and said, you should make a live stream talking about these movies that you haven't seen. Anyway, long story short, I know, too late. On Saturday, we're going to go live and talk about these movies that we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen. So this Saturday, tentatively, well, I think more than tentatively, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk about Bambi, and I'm going to talk about Treasure Island from 1950. So, and then DNG are going to join me, and we're going to talk about these movies that we should have seen by now but haven't, but that we'll see this week. I started watching Treasure Island, caught the first 10 minutes of it, and then I had to do something else. But so I plan on it. So if you've seen those, or if you haven't seen them, watch them. And we're gonna talk about them. I was a little dismayed, however. I saw one of Dean's recent live streams, and he was talking about he's up to 90 shows on the live place, 90 live streams that he promotes. And he said something like, and Saturday has like 17 of them. And that's when we were going to do this. But we'll just do it. If you can stop by and watch, please do. And if you can't, maybe you can catch the live stream. Or if this sounds like a terrible idea, more power to you. But that's what we're going to do. Michelle, the Quilter, welcome to the show. Melissa is also here. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, I saw Griswold Family Vacay is also here. Thanks, everybody. Shelly Starwalker, go blue. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I see there's 27. Not bad for not promoting this. So I was going to mention going live whenever I can. For those of you interested, I'm up to 61% of what I need to be as far as watch hours go. So I've got a long way to go, but we're going to get there. I'll keep going. Laura B., welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alyssa Stenberg, good to see you as well. If I missed you, I do apologize. What else was I talking about? Well, let's get to my top 15 list. I've been doing a top 15 list on my Tuesday show. I don't even know where. Here we go. Today, I'm talking about the top 15 quotes from Walt Disney World attractions. Now, I had done a top 15 list of catchphrases from the parks or whatever, what have you. This is dialogue that you hear at a Walt Disney World attraction. Let me get into it, and then maybe that will, maybe things will clear up for you if you're confused. For example, at number 15 on my list, from Country Bear Jamboree, I'll be honest, I had trouble finding great quotes, like quotes that people would see on my list and go, yes, of course. So the first few may not be as great as the last half of the list. So on Country Bear Jamboree, we've got the quote, soon as I find a ladder, I'll be right up. And of course, our host is referring to, oh man, I can't remember her name. The bear that drops down from the ceiling and sings her song on the swing. And then she says, she invites everybody to come on up if they can or whatever. So that's number 15 on my list because it's not the most re-quotable. I thought certainly these things should be known or re-quotable, or I've heard people mention these things before, so I put them on the list. Anyway, this we'll see how this goes. Timothy Rainwaters, good to see you. And Jason and Bridget from Uper Wisdom Videos, thank you so much for being here. Here we go, number 14 on my list. This one's, as far as written dialogue, this is not Shakespeare. But on Rock and Roller Coaster, there is, I can't think of much more exciting dialogue than when, and I think it's Steven Tyler, when he's screaming the countdown before you take off in the stretch limo through the ride. So he just says, 5, 4, whatever. I'm not going to do it. I guess I did it. But very exciting. It just, that build up, of course, that's what a countdown does, doesn't it? But yeah, I thought this has got to be on the list, even though it's, certainly there are things that were written with more thought that deserve more esteem, but I thought this was great. Carlos, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get with it. All right, number 13 on my list of great quotes in Disney World attractions. Again, I was looking for stuff that I've heard repeated by people. That way I knew it's kind of quotable. And this is a newer attraction. This is Avatar Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom. And it's kind of the pre-show where the group of you that are going to ride the Banshee, part of the gimmick is they're going to scan you for microparasites from Pandora. And so they put the red lights on in the room, and then this guy says, "Oh, you've all got them." And it's, again, not the greatest, but I've heard people repeat this. So I thought, well, I guess it deserves a place on the list. Now I'm thinking Rock and Roller Coaster should have been after this, higher on the list. Anyway, whatever. Let's just see the list, right? Okay. Number 12 on my list, from Muppet Vision 3D. When these guys put on their 3D glasses, and then I don't know if it's Waldorf, perhaps, says, "Look at that guy with the goofy mask." And then the other one says, "That's not a goofy mask." And he says, "Oh, sorry, lady." That's the joke. So that's the best quote from this, the one that stands out the most from this ride, this quote. And it's a great attraction, and that's a funny line. So I thought, let's put it on the list. Number 11 on my list is from Tower of Terror. And during the pre-show, when the Rod Serling sound-alike starts the Twilight Zone spiel at the beginning, he says, "Hollywood, 1939. And this is also in the ride video that you get, the PhotoPass video that you get when you ride the Tower of Terror. And it's a lady that says it, but she says, "Hollywood, 1939," with more of a old-timey cadence to her voice. But again, I've heard people repeat this when talking about the Tower of Terror, and Disney thought enough of it to add it to their PhotoPass video. So, and I get a kick out of it too. So I enjoy the pre-show for the Tower of Terror. I also love the Tower of Terror. Sorry, Walt. This Life of Ours, welcome to the show. Let's see, we're into the top 10 of my top quotes from Disney World attractions. So here we go. Number 10, simply, this is at the beginning of Peter Pan's flight. You hop in the boat, and you're just about to leave the loading area, and you hear Peter Pan say, "Here we go!" Just like that. That's all. I don't know if that needs much more explanation, but this is a very popular ride, and that's the most quotable part of it. So I guess at the end, maybe when Captain Hook is yelling for his life, just about when he's about to get crocodiled, if that's a verb. moving on. Number 9 on my list. This is from the Soarin' pre-show. And this is Patrick Warburton telling you to buckle up and whatever. And then he turns to the kid who whose mom puts the seatbelt through the loop. Then he gives Patrick the thumbs up, and Patrick says, "Nice work, pal." Again, I've said that multiple times in my life, and I hear people repeat it as this pre-show is going on. So certainly deserves a place on my list. And now we're getting into better quotes for Disney World attractions. All right, number 8 on my list, from Dinosaur over in Animal Kingdom. When you're on the ride and you hear not Dr. Marsh, what's the guy's name? Dr. Shrinker. No, Dr. Reacher, something like that. Anyway, he's in your ear. Well, he's in the speaker in your ride vehicle. And he's saying, because you're under a time crunch. The thing is, they send you back in time. You've got to find a dinosaur and bring it back, but you got to do it before the world ends or something. I don't know. Why did he send us so close, like 30 seconds before a meteor's about to hit? Well, whatever. Rob Fuzz is here. Thank you so much for being here. Seeker. Thank you, Russ. Dr. Seeker. What did I say? I said Reacher. I'm thinking of Jack Reacher. Anyway, yeah, so I hear people, I've repeated this in my life too. So, yeah, Dinosaur. Dr. Seeker. Number 7 on my list. I forgot what came before 8. This is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And again, this is the safety dialogue before you leave the loading station. And the guy says, "This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness." I could do it better. I'm not going to. It's uncanny how well I can do it if I choose to do it. I'm not doing it right now. Number 6 on my list is from the Tomorrowland Transit Authority Peoplemover. And there's narration throughout the ride, but what has lasted and what people, when you ask people about this ride and what they've heard on it, this is what they remember when there's a faux PA announcement going on, paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. So this is my favorite attraction in all of Disneydom. And I had to find something to put on the list. But this is worthy of a top 6 place on my list. Okay, number 5, top 5 of my favorite Disney World attraction quotes. And I cheated here. This isn't an attraction so much as it is a mode of transportation. But I actually found the audio because I don't really want to repeat it. Here we go.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
If you are, oh, I forgot the beat. If you are staying on property and you're taking a bus to the Magic Kingdom, you're going to miss this. If you don't ride the monorail at all, you're going to miss this, but it's absolutely one of my favorite sounds in all of Walt Disney World. I love hearing it. I enjoy the ferry. That's a great ride, but because I love how open it is, and the boat ride's just cool. But I do like how the monorail is a little bit quicker, and this recording is probably the number one reason why I love the monorail. I'm going to play it again just because I can.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Can you hear that?
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello, Monarch Moments. Welcome to the show. Tim Pruitt. Did I say hi to you? If not, hi. We are counting down my top 15 list of Walt Disney World attraction quotes from attractions, dialogue, pieces of dialogue that you'll come across in a Walt Disney World attraction. So number 4 is, and this is the only one on the list that is not pre-recorded. This is done by a cast member every time. And it's when you're going under Schweitzer Falls and they talk about the backside of water. Woo! So it's the only one that's done live on my list. How about that? I think I'm right about that. Number 3 on my list, from Spaceship Earth. And I don't know if this is going to last. I don't know if this is going to stay, but it's Dame Judi Dench talking about, remember how it, I screwed it up. I can't do it justice. I'll just repeat it. Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs? Thank the Phoenicians. They invented them. I screwed up twice on that. Oh, I'm no Dame Judi Dench, I guess. We just learned that. Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, welcome. Blake, good to see you as well. We are counting down my top 15 Walt Disney World attraction quotes. Number 2 on my list. I only put one quote per attraction. There are attractions that deserve more than one because there's dialogue. There's a part of the script that merits more than one place on my list, but I wanted to spread it out a bit. So I wanted Pirates of the Caribbean to be somewhere on my list, and I thought, well, this is you can't beat this. Dead Men Tell No Tales, with that dead man voice, that echo they have going on. It's awesome. They even thought enough of it to put it in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That exact audio when the Black Pearl. No, it wasn't the Black Pearl. They were going to get the Black Pearl in Davy Jones' locker. It's when that ship was going over the edge of the earth. I think that's what they were doing. And you can hear this audio from the ride in the movie. And then they named the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie Dead Men Tell No Tales. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. So number 1 on my list, and I had to narrow it down from something from the Haunted Mansion. And I'll be honest, I think the entire script of this ride is quotable, and the whole ghost host dialogue deserves to be on this list. But certainly, Welcome Foolish Mortals is a good place. It's a good thing to put on the list. It's near the beginning of the ride. I thought enough of it to suggest this is Foolish Mortals would be a good name for our joint venture, me and DNG Explorers and Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders and Ben from Pepper Tree Villa and myself. We are the 5 Foolish Mortals. So, yeah, number 1 on my list. Anyway, if you disagreed, I apologize. You're wrong. If you disagreed with my list, that's cool. That's what it's all about. Different strokes for different folks. I'm sorry, I'm bumping my my table again. I won't do that. It is just about 8 o'clock. So let's talk about what's coming up tonight. Most importantly, I want to talk about a show I'm going to be on, and this is The Fifth Gate. I believe it's episode 5. This is the series over on The Live Place with Dean. He hosts The Fifth Gate series. It's me and Rob Fuzz. And we have a guest with us this evening. It's Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders. And we're going to talk about design. What does that mean? Tune in to find out. So that's at 9:30. I'm 90% sure that's correct. 9:30 on The Live Place here on YouTube. So hope to see you there. It's been fun every time we've talked about a possible 5th theme park for Walt Disney World. So today we're talking about design. All right. What else is going on? So I want to thank Dean from The Live Place for hosting us. He's got 90 live streams that he's promoting on theliveplace.com. Your TV guide for family-friendly live streams. Mouse Talk is happening at 8 o'clock. Well, that's now. So I'm going to go over there as soon as I wrap this up, and I hope you'll join me. We've got the Vaiyapuri Project also at 9:30. So there's a conflict. We've got the live place. So you make a choice. What else? Disney Nerd Herders tomorrow. I'll be on their show. They've been doing an awesome series about the top. They're mentioning 10. Excuse me. This is just my cup of water. This is a cup from Comerica Park. I just missed baseball. All right, I just spilled water on my keyboard. What was I talking about? Oh, so on the Disney Nerd Herder show on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about 10 rides for Hollywood Studios. I think that's what we're doing. But we've done the Magic Kingdom and or are we doing Animal Kingdom? Help me out, guys. Anyway, we're going to rank the rides in the park. So, and it's been great fun, and I enjoy that greatly. So, all right, what else we have? We've got DNG Explorers after them. Animal Kingdom. Thank you so much. So we're going to talk about Animal Kingdom tomorrow in the Disney Nerd Herder show. DNG Explorers is going to have Dean from the Live Place on their show tomorrow. Isn't that amazing? I remembered what DNG Explorers are going to do on their show tomorrow. Sometimes I surprise myself. And then Rob Fuzz, a great supporter of all of us. He does a show on Fridays, usually at 4 o'clock. It's either Pub Talk or Frankie Fridays, a show he does with his nephew, and it's awesome. Bob and Ashley on Sundays at 7 p.m. They're great, and they just released another vlog of their trip to Disneyland back from August, and I was honored and grateful enough to be a part of their trip. I met them there. I didn't go with them, but I'm in their video, so it's great fun to relive those moments again. So Pepper Tree Villa, their live show is Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. They're on the West Coast, so they start just a bit later. But they are wonderful. Check them out. Mike Wheeler, welcome to the show, and happy birthday. It's still your super special birthday month, let's say. So happy birthday to you. And what else is that? Oh, everything. And then Patrick, Zippity Doodad, has the show right before me. He always tells people to come visit my show. So I want to tell people to visit his show, although it's 6 days and 23 hours from now. But whatever. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go over to Mouse Talk. Tell them it's a Sunshine Nation invasion. I will see you over there shortly. Everybody, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for helping me gain more watch hours and just being a wonderful support to my channel. You could do anything you want on your Tuesday evenings, and you chose to be here with me. So thank you very much. All right. End broadcast. Bye, everybody. See you over at Mouse Talk. Take it easy. Stay safe.